Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Well, it was the Chicago Bulls in their last game, a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Here's the floater. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
Offensive rebound. And the basket is good.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
It's the mark. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. The three ball. Buzelis grabs the board. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
And he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And it's Rose with the ball for the Bulls. Knocked away. Caruso with the steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Rose surveying the D. Pass to George. Lays it up off the glass.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Dort. Knocks down the three ball. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
In the corner, George with it. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Over in the corner, Caruso. Inside. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Pocket four. Drummond laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, if Drummond's going to score, the paint is where it's going to happen.
Here is Williams. Holmgren the screen. And Williams with the stuff.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Herter. .105 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Drummond. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Now, here's Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's the three-point bomb. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Checking into the game for your Bulls, number 7.
34 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. Takes a three. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. No problems knocking that one down.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Rose. And the rejection by Holmgren. Stolen by George. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal...
The Thunder's 17.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
And that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Count the basket. Wainwright got his first points of the night. Stan, I've always admired you come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific score. Smith with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Williams, looking to end the run. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And it's Wainwright missing.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Pass to Joe. Back to Wallace. No good on the triple. Now Oubre. And a missed layup. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Wallace. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Wallace has got his first points in this one. Here's Smith, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Thunder with the lead. Pass to Joe. It's stolen by Jones. And here's the fast break. Now here is Smith. Nice move. And Smith with the stuff.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
The shot by Williams, no good. And the dunk by Smith.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value. And guys, this shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Master Williams.
Wainwright. First personal foul. Second team foul.
36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Williams. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Down low. Oubre. And finish. Off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The Thunder.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And the Thunder with possession. Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Drummond the screen. Outside Rose. Fires from deep. And he's good on the three ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And a three-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. In the know how good of a defender he is.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Drummond. Buzelis with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls trailing. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and he added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. Yeah, David, he is fearless. Pass to Drummond. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here is Holmgren. Holmgren the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Now here's Herter. The kick out to Rose. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Good on the triple. Holmgren's got 5 now.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Pass to Buzelis. Herter with it. Still scoreless. They could use a bucket. No good. Shot missing.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. It's stolen by Rose. .115 left in the third. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
It's Dort on the wing. Back to Caruso. Holmgren the screen. Lets it go from deep. Buzelis grabs the board.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the right side. On the wing, George. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Hands it from downtown.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Pass to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers.
The Thunder, 44.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. Going inside. Out to Smith. To the paint. Here's Oubre. Back to Smith. Jones from outside. And Holmgren pulls it down. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Over in the corner, Caruso. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
And the Bulls with some changes. Outside Rose. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. To the wing on the left. Pass to George. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso with the ball. Just 4 to shoot. Outside, Dort. The three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside for George. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Williams a screen, and a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Rose outside. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Rose hits the bucket.
And how about the airtime improvisation from Derrick Rose? Able to hang and finish with the defender looming.
Pass to Holmgren. And it's Chicago with the rebound. From deep, George gets the three-pointer to fall.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Smith. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Thunder leading by 9. And here is Holmgren. Another miss by Holmgren. Rose in the post. Smith outside. Fires away from way outside. He can't get that one to fall. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Williams with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Thunder.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Chet Holmgren.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And it's Rose penetrating. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd